3, 2, 1, and action. What is up, Travels with Buddy Nation on the Travels with Buddy Station? Today is Sunday, July the 3rd, and tomorrow is the 4th of July. And so today we're going to do a quick workout. We're going to do a superset. It's going to be a low intensity kind of superset. Right, bud? Come here, you. Alright. As you can see, I got the ankle weights on. And today we're going to train the hip flexors, which is an often ignored area. It's the front of your hips. And it's a really good exercise. It's a really good muscle to train to increase your flexibility in like walking, standing, moving, twisting, that sort of thing. And a lot of people like me, like when I train my hip flexors, I always do that during like abdominal training. But sometimes it's not enough to just train your hip flexors when you're doing abdominals, because you're concentrating on your abdominals when you're training abdominals. Right, bud? So today we're going to do some hip flexors. Really simple exercise. You don't even need, I got 10-pound ankle weights on each foot. And you don't even really need ankle weights to do this exercise, but if you can do maybe more than like 35 repetitions, it's probably a good idea to invest in some ankle weights for this exercise. Other than that, you really don't need any equipment at all. It's a really good, effective exercise. Really strengthens, tones your hips, and makes your hips more flexible. And after that, I'm going to superset that with waiter curls. Now, waiter curls it's similar to doing a regular barbell curl, but when you're doing the waiter curl, when you curl the weight up, you bend your palm so your palm is flat at the top, so it's kind of like parallel to the floor. So instead of curling the weight like this, you curl the weight, as you're curling up, you flatten out your palms, so your palms are like parallel to the floor. And just that little variation really targets the bicep. It really hits the bicep. So instead of curling up like this, you're curling up like this with your palm flat. You can see that. So just that little variation, it's really targets the bicep in a more effective way, or it just targets it. I think that it isolates it more. Really hits that peak, I think. And those are the two supersets I'm going to be doing. Most people, when they do waiter curls, they'll use a dumbbell. But I'm going to do it with the barbell, and then I'll demonstrate with the dumbbell. Right, bud? And we got to get Buddy in the camera. And tomorrow is the 4th of July. Buddy's not too crazy about the 4th of July because there's a lot of fireworks going on and stuff, and I think that noise scares him. So the 4th, we don't really do too much, huh, bud? Tomorrow we'll probably go for a walk early in the day, before they start lighting off fireworks and stuff. I like to watch the fireworks on TV and that sort of thing. But having dogs, they get a little freaked out with the noise, so he's not too crazy about the 4th. Not bud. But we gotta celebrate Independence Day, huh, bud? Yeah. But we'll go for a walk tomorrow. So without further ado, I will demonstrate those exercises. I'll put Bud in his other room. And I want to show off Bud with his cool haircut. He's got that cool haircut. And it's a good thing too, because it's been warm lately. We've been getting like 90-degree weather for the past week almost. How about? So it's been hot. Buddy's not too crazy about the heat. I think he's more comfortable in the cold weather, like in the winter. He grows that long, thick coat, and the winter doesn't seem to bother him. The summer, he's not too crazy about going out when it's really hot out. And then just take him out in a shady spot in the backyard so he can do his business, and then bring him right back in. Alright, so without further ado, I'm going to demonstrate doing the hip flexor exercise and the waiter curl. These are very good exercises. You don't want to overlook them. And a lot of people, I think, do. They're very effective. And if you, I think if you do like exercises where you train your hips a lot, like doing a hip flexor exercise, basically it's a leg lift. It'll improve your like technique for like jumping and squatting and that sort of thing, or any kind of leg exercise that you do, because it's a good, makes a portion of your leg. So without further ado, I will put Buddy in the other room, and I will demonstrate those two exercises in the superset. Because it is a holiday weekend, I don't want to do any exercise that is too strenuous. Keep it mild and light and that sort of thing. So the first exercise I'm going to demonstrate is a leg lift or hip flexors. Very good exercise. I like to do these. I'll stand next to my weight rack. Just you could stand next to a wall or something just to hold your balance. Basically, bring your knee up to about maybe to your leg is to your thigh is parallel to the floor, maybe a little higher. And I'm going to do anywhere from maybe 15 to 25 repetitions. I'll start on my right leg, so count along with me. All right, I got 15 repetitions. For me, this is one of my weaker areas, but I noticed since I've been doing these, I'm building up strength all around my hip, and I think this is a good exercise for older people too. I'm 50 years old because it strengthens your hips, so you'd be less prone to injury. If you do have a slip and fall or something like that. And again, I got 10-pound ankle weights on each foot, and you don't really need ankle weights to do these. You can just use these with your regular body weight, depending on your fitness level. Like I can get away with, me personally, I can use just my regular body weight doing this exercise. I'll probably get about 30 or 35 repetitions. But with the ankle weights, as you see, I just got 15. I'll try to get 15 on my left leg, so count along with me. I got 15. I probably could have got a few more reps, but I'll do about 3 more sets. My next set, I'll probably try to go for maybe 20 repetitions with this exercise. It's a really good exercise. It really, you can really, it gets the heart pumping a little bit. You can really feel the exercise working. And after this exercise, I'm going to superset this with the waiter curl. Again, with the regular barbell curl, I'll do these from the side so you can probably get a better view. Regular barbell curl. You notice my wrists, they're flat, and they're facing me at the top. They're facing my body at the top position. This is a regular barbell curl, okay? And this is the waiter curl. Notice my wrists. This is a waiter curl. At the top, your palms are flat, almost parallel to the ceiling. So basically, when you're curling up, you flatten out your wrists. And what that does, it just targets the bicep more. It really hits that bicep exercise. It really hits the bicep muscle. And when you're doing a waiter curl, you don't need nearly as much weight as when you're doing a regular barbell curl. You probably need about maybe a third as much weight because it really targets the bicep. It takes all of the other muscles out of the equation or out from doing the exercise. It just really isolates that bicep much better than a regular barbell curl. So without further ado, I will demonstrate wader curl. I'll go for about 15 repetitions. Alright, I felt a nice burn in my biceps. I'll probably go a little bit heavier on my next set. As you notice, when I got to the top, my palms were flat. And like I say, that really isolates the bicep more. Again, most people, I'll demonstrate this exercise with the dumbbell, because a lot of people, when they do this exercise, they do the dumbbell. They use a dumbbell when they use do a wader curl. Basically, put their palms flat underneath the dumbbell, and then they'll curl the weight up. So I'll demonstrate a few reps. Alright, I got 10 with that. Actually, I probably felt it more in my bicep. Yeah, probably with the dumbbell that time, mostly because I'm not used to doing the exercise with the dumbbell. But either way, it's good to either use the dumbbell or a barbell. Whatever's more comfortable for you, just give it a try. It's a really good exercise for isolating those biceps. And remember, if you like these videos, make sure you subscribe to Travels with Buddy. Remember, keep taking those walks, keep training, and have an awesome 4th of July, and peace out, everybody.